Well, good day, Tubes. How's she going? Pretty good here. So we're going to do a question and answer video for you, number 34. Holy smokes, 34. Don't have a lot of questions here, but we'll see what we can do. Well, there's a few here, but anyways, ooh, what did I do? Nothing, hopefully. First one here is from Austin, and this was December 20th, before Christmas time. So we're slowly getting at them here. It says, hey, BILLSTMAXX, I watch your videos for 5 years. What is your favorite tool and air tools? Ooh, that's a good question. I think one of my favorite tools for, we'll say, wrenches is the little gear wrenches. You know, zzz, 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 zzz. I love them things, man. I wish I had them long years ago, and now I got a few now, but. Gear wrenches are really good, and I got the ones that have like the flexible end on them too, right? So you can get in, and sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. You're not really supposed to use them to like bust nuts off and stuff, though I do, and so far so good. If I was to pick a air tool, favorite air tool, boy oh boy, I'm kind of stuck between my air impact, which has kind of changed a bit now because I got my electric Milwaukee impact, the M18, the big Milwaukee. That or my die grinder with my metal burr tool in it. Man, does that thing ever work nice. That's the thing, if you gotta hog out a little hole, before you know it, it's too big. You've ruined the hole. It takes it out so fast. Now, mind you, those bits, they do wear down a little bit, and then they'll chip, and then they don't cut so nice. But when they're new, man, you got to be careful. The only thing I don't like about them, though, is the little chips that come out. Man, they're just like little needles, and you can just touch something or pick something up off your bench, and they're stuck in you, and you're trying to pull them out of your finger. Oh, man, good question, though. I've never been asked a tool question. That's a good one. But probably ratchet wrenches, and either that burr tool or my air gun. Grease gun's pretty handy too. Air grease gun. I got one of them, a couple of them actually. Thanks, Austin, for sending that in. That's a good question. What do we got next? Christopher from December 20th says, hi, Bill. I'm a subscriber from your YouTube channel since 2015, I believe. I love your vids. Thank you. Thank you. Keep up the great work. And first of all, I want to say I'm very sorry for your loss of your dad. Yeah, it was my stepdad, my wife's dad. So that was really sudden, really hard, but we kind of knew that it was kind of coming. He had a surgery of some sort. What the heck was that for now? My wife would remember. Anyways, that's right, he did have bypass surgery, and why they didn't fix this in here while they were in there, I don't know, but he also had an aneurysm on his heart, which is basically a blood vessel that's kind of popping out, and it could just any time, and it, I guess, burst on him eventually. And they told him, like, you know, after he had kind of recovered from his surgery, from the bypass surgery, they said to him, okay, so we did find a heart aneurysm on your heart that needs to be fixed. He's like, no, I don't go through any more of that healing stuff with that. That was pretty hard for me, he says. So they're like, oh, they told him right there, it's like, okay, well, one of these days that's going to kill you. So, and it did. So, but anyways, it was sad, but we kind of knew it was coming, but you know, you never know, right? So, bad day, sad day, hard day, and hard for me because I had to bury him too, right? Buried in our cemetery here along with my wife's mom too, my mother-in-law. So that was a hard day for me. You know, it's easy enough to, I shouldn't say it's easy enough, but it's easy enough to lose someone and then you just go to the funeral and then done, everything's done. Well, I had to do all the other part of it too, which really sucked for me. So, you know, digging the hole, and Dylan helped me with that. Actually, Dylan dug the hole for him, and I took the dirt away, and you know, it was just trying to think of it as like another funeral, but then you got to show up and carry the box to the funeral too, and yeah, it sort of sucked. But anyways, I had lots of support through it all, which was good. Where was I here? Sorry you lost your dad, and sending you prayers. Second of all, my dad and I were thinking about buying a chainsaw for this upcoming year to cut down some trees at the front and backyard. Which chainsaw do you recommend getting? Sincerely, Christopher. really depends. You got to kind of go with what size the trees are and what size of chainsaw you're comfortable running. There's so many different things from, you know, my little guy that, let me think now, hold it here and up here, I think. And the other ones are usually further back, but this one's like kind of a one-handed, a little arborist saw. I got one of those right up to the big 660, you know, which is like a monster saw. I mean, honestly, it really depends what you got to do with it and what you feel comfortable with running. That's all I can really say. Also, there might be budget in there too. I don't know. But anyways, of course, the bigger saw you go, the nicer they get, the more it costs, right? The more Ferrari saw you get, the more it's going to cost. So, brand-wise, honestly, I can't really say, yes, go with this brand because of this. Well, I've always had Stihl stuff here myself, only because we got a dealership fairly close here. I can get parts and stuff fairly close. Everything else, you know, we can't get any parts for stuff, right? I mean, you could go to one of the discount stores, like our Canadian Tire here or something. You could get like a pull-on saw if you're only going to maybe use it a couple of times a year. But if you're going to use her a little more, I'd maybe go with something in the Stihl lineup, because there's quite a variety of different stuff you can get, price ranges and stuff, and lots of parts and stuff for them too. So pull-on, I mean, you buy it at one of the big box stores. You might be able to buy like a chain for it there at the store. That's going to be probably about it. So anyways, that's all I can recommend. But thanks, Christopher. Good question. Okay, this is getting a bit newer now. No, December 20th still. Sorry. So this is from Adam. He says, "Hey Bill, when are you going to get going on the Polaris Sportsman 700 ATV? Or did you an ATV you have, or did you sell it? Please bring back in the videos." I've still got it. Really don't ride it. It actually needs a little bit of service work. It needs to have the fuel tank taken off and the fuel sender unit looked at or changed or exchanged. And I don't know if you can just do that, or you got to just change the whole tank, if they're even available now, because that's a 2007 Polaris 700 twin cylinder. Great machine. I noticed it's getting a little bit kind of what word do I want to use? I don't want to say broken. I'm kind of thinking fragile, if you know what I mean. Like some of the places where the plastic fenders come down and mount, they're broken off now, and you know, so it's getting fragile, I'll say. Maybe the plastic's getting dried out, I don't know. But it needs that sender unit done, because I guess I had it parked in the little shed out there, the little plastic shed, for like a year, never rode it. It had like a half a tank of gas in it, and now the thing doesn't work at all. It just shows that it's empty all the time, and it's flash, and it's like, well, it's full. So, you know, it's kind of nice to know how much fuel you got without having to look every half an hour or something. But I should get her going and probably get some work done on it. Maybe I can get it out and get it in the shed there. Kind of tight in that shed now because of all the junk we got in there, but we can maybe get working on it anyway, see what it's going to need. But yeah, good question again. Haven't had that guy out too much. Plus, around here now, there's really nowhere here for us to run it or ride it or anything. We used to have all kinds of trails that went all the way back to the line, like way in past behind the lake here, and now it's all walking trails and people all over the place, and I just can't go back there anymore, you know. It just really sucks. So basically, for now, all we've got is like the empty field that's on the other side of us there, but now they're cutting trees and clearing that and gonna put houses there, so I'm gonna be right out of room for riding it. Like, there won't be nothing to ride around here. So do I keep it or not? I mean, I could get like the trail permit that we have for the trails that are a little bit west of us here, and it's the old rail line. But I mean, we did that one year and it was kind of expensive. I do have insurance still on it, of course, and it was kind of expensive for the trail permit. And basically it was like, from you start down here and you go up to the one road and you got to stop and wait and cross the next road, next road, and you're crossing all these roads till we get up to a little town called Shelburne, and that took us like well over an hour, and it's just boring straight trails. I'm like, this kind of sucks. So I don't know. I'm still up in the air what to do with it. Probably won't just sell it, because when we go camping, we'll take it with us, and then they can ride out on the farm for like the weekend that we go camping at there. But I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, one of these days we'll maybe get her and go for a spin somewhere. And the next one here is from Skylar, and this is from December 30th. Says, hi Bill, Skylar from Michigan. Hope you and your family are doing well. We're doing pretty good so far, so good. No COVID this year. Woo! We had a Merry Christmas. Thank you again. Hopefully you guys did as well. I know it's kind of a little bit past Christmas now. We're January 20th. Well, it's a month ago. January 26th now. New Year's, yeah, that went pretty good too. I slept right through it. So it still came whether I was there or not. Just a quick question, but not sure if you're allowed to share it with us. What is the oldest grave in the cemetery? I think I can probably share that. The oldest grave in the cemetery, by the records, is a 10-year-old boy. Actually is number 1 in our register of well over 10,000, and we're in the numbers now. And it was 1885-ish, 84, 85-ish, and around there. So that's the oldest one that I know of anyways. There might even be something older than that too, I don't know, but that's number 1 in the book from way back. So anyways, good question. Got to kind of watch the cemetery questions a little bit though, so that's probably fine, but some of them I got to watch, so. Next one is from Vince. Vince. Hi, Bill. Merry late Christmas and Happy New Year's. Same to you. Where was he here? From when you read this. Here is a farm sim map called Giants Island. You can play it as you never play island maps. Well, I guess some of them are kind of islands, sort of, but he's left me a link anyways for that. He says, also, do you go to Canadian or Raptor games? Nope, not really into baseball or much hockey or anything at all, really. I challenge you in Truck Sim to do a job from Eastern Texas to San Diego. Oh, we did that, bud. It's already up on my channel. We went from McCall, I think it was, Texas, all the way up to somewhere in Canada, in the Canada map. So, yeah, it was kind of neat. It was a long trip. And we've done a couple, I think, since then, too. So, been down through San Diego. You'll see that soon, maybe. Up to Northern Washington. I challenge you to build a carpentry. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm not sure. Also, please look at the map I sent you. It's based off an American country. It's flat and would be nice to try. If it's got lots of trees on it and stuff, I could make my own thing. That'd be kind of cool. You can come in. It's all right. Come on. Dylan's walking through. Going to play Minecraft?
Yeah.
Are you going to go play tanks?
No.
Gonna go play Minecraft?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a bay. I sent you. It's a flat. Would be nice to try. Also, I have attached a photo of my challenge for Truck Sim. The red circles are the start and destinations. Green lines show you where to go first, and the blue lines show you where to go second. P.S. Go to Canadians and Raptors. No, I'm not a basketball guy or hockey guy really or anything. Oh, you want me to do these potato mods again, don't you? Oh, I see the map you want here. Yeah, well, we kind of sort of did that. It kind of went through country a little more, but there's, I don't know if you can see that. And there's sort of the lines he wants me to follow there, but, yeah, we did, yeah, this McCall right at the very bottom here of Texas, and then we ended up, well, way up where your blue letters are, up there in Canada. It was a long trip, that one. Holy smokes. But thanks, Vince, for sending that in. Potatoes, I don't know, man. In Farm Sim, oh, that's a lot of work. Ooh, we got another one here from Skylar. Hey, Bill, it's Skylar from Michigan again. Just curious if you would consider doing a flashback Farm Sim Saturday series. Maybe Farm Sim 2013 and Big Tony's. Oh, I don't even know if I got that map anymore. Might still be able to find it. Some other classic maps from previous games. Would enjoy that. We did sort of a flashback there back FS13. Oh, with the Hagenstead map, I think it was. A while ago. That's not kind of recent, but that is quite a while ago. Man, things have changed a lot. Oh, man. He says, I would enjoy that, and it would be a good change pace from FS22. I do agree. I should maybe look into that again. Actually, I looked at the version before FS13. I'm like, tried a little bit, and like, no, I can't play this. I mean, back in the day, it would have been great, but no. Okay, next one here is from Travis. He says, hey, Bill and family, hope you're doing well. We're doing good. Keep up the great content. It's awesome. Thank you. Just wondering what happened to the Snow Runner game you were playing. I got tired of getting stuck like all the time. Like everywhere you're getting stuck. It's just almost too much, you know? So I'm like, I can't really play that anymore. I came across a video of it and it's interesting to watch. Take care, Travis from BC. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting game, but you kind of need multiple people in that so you can get someone to kind of come up from the other way to hook onto you and drag you out. Getting stuck all the time, I don't know. It was getting to me, so I kind of dropped that game. But thanks for sending that in. That was a good question. Next one, actually the next two are from Spencer. It says, G'day Bill, a good surviving game you and Dill could try is 7 Days to Die. I think I do have that one. Let me look at my Steam here. Ooh, yeah, I do have 7 Days to Die. I don't have it installed right now. I can't even remember what that one was. Do you remember what this game was? 7 Days to Die? Was it good?
Yeah, it's like a survival zombie game.
Was it? Doesn't say how many hours I played. I just last played January 15th, 2021. I'm going to install that and try it later. Maybe I didn't like it. I can't remember. But reinstall downloading game. Okay. There we go. Let's go back there. So it's installing. We'll try it again. I don't know whether I'll make content of it, but we'll see. Try it and see if I like it. And maybe it was a few of them that I'm like, oh, I can't do this, man. No. It's just my brain wasn't working at it, I guess. So next one here is also from Spencer too. Says, and this is from January 22nd, so a little bit newer, a couple of days ago. Says, good day, Bill. I got one more question for you. How about them beavers? Well, I haven't seen them. It's been good, actually. The river hasn't been backing up, so I guess that's a good thing. I know he was in again. The trapper. Gosh, that might be 3 years ago now. 2 or 3 anyways. He was back in. I think he got another couple out of there again. They were kind of back. Yeah, I did. That's right. I did get my drone up and I took some pictures of kind of the areas that were flooded. Sent it to the conservation guys over here, and then yeah, that's right. And then he contacted them. He come in and got, I think, another few beavers out of there. So, but so far so good. It's been good. So, good question again. And I think we're into our last question here from Douglas. He says, I just wanted to say I like your intro with Paisley. Pretty neat. Laura actually made that. I think I took the video of her slow motion kind of barking, growling, kind of thing. And then she mushed it in. I don't know how she did it, but she must use her phone or something. She mushed it in and then made that thing out of it too. So it came out pretty good. But anyways, that's it for questions. Thanks, Douglas, for sending that in. That's a good question. Oh, 7 Days to Die is done already. 13 gigabytes done. It's pretty fast, eh? And yeah, if you got a question for me, the email address is in the description there. If you want to go down and email me a question, send her in for the show. But anyway, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later, and you guys have a good day. Need more questions?